Roku reported quarterly financial results after the markets closed on February 13th, 2025, which sent the stock price soaring by double digits. Of course, I'm happy about that. I've had Roku stock rated as a buy for some time now, and I did reiterate that recommendation, saying that it was indeed a buy for 2025. So in this video, I'll review the latest quarterly results from Roku, and I'll highlight the reasons why the stock price is jumping, and also update my recommendation of Roku stock and let you know if I still think it's a buy even after this jump. So let's get into the details.
I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.
So Roku was able to increase the number of streaming households in the most recent quarter by 4.4 million from the previous quarter. It now boasts 89.8 million streaming households. Year over year, that was up 12%. But more impressively, the company accelerated the rate of increase. You can see here from Q4 23 to Q1 24, they added 1.6 million. The next quarter, they added 2 million. The quarter after that, 1.9 million. And the current quarter, they added over 4.3 million new streaming households. So that was a big surge in the number of streaming households, and that's one reason why investors were optimistic about Roku. Now, I think one of the reasons they were able to do that is because they started selling their own designed and manufactured TVs more aggressively as the year progressed, and in the fourth quarter specifically. The average revenue per user also increased by 4% to $41.49. That was up considerably from the previous quarters where they were growing this metric by a smaller magnitude. Now, whenever I'm talking about Roku's business, I have to highlight the fact that it reports its results in two segments, the platform segment and the devices segment. The devices segment is not profitable. So Roku is okay selling devices like now the newly manufactured TVs at a gross profit loss, because then it hopes to make up that margin when people use the device to watch content, to subscribe to new content, to pay for new content, and all of that generates much higher profit margins for Roku. In the most recent quarter, the company's devices gross margin segment fell considerably to 28.6% negative, and that was a big drop off from the same quarter the prior year where it was 13.2% negative. The big reason again was the accelerated rate of sales of the TVs, which are not yet at large enough scale to generate solid profit margins in that segment. Now, the management expects solid revenue in the upcoming quarter of $1 billion and gross profit of $450 million. For the full year in 2025, the company's forecasting $4.6 billion in revenue with $2 billion in gross profit. That would be significantly better than the gross profit they generated in 2024. Roku also said that they expanded their product lineup and retail distribution of Roku branded TVs, which are designed, made, and sold by Roku. They sold over 1 million units in 2024. That was the first year that the company was actually designing and manufacturing their own TVs. Prior to that, they were partnering with other manufacturers and licensing them the operating system for the TV. Now, Roku is manufacturing their own TVs, and they already sold 1 million units. Additionally, they launched first with Best Buy as an exclusive partner, but then they expanded to Target, Amazon, and in February of 2025, they expanded to Walmart stores. Walmart is one of the biggest sellers of televisions worldwide. So is Amazon, Target, and Best Buy. So Roku's been able to partner with some of the largest distribution centers in the world. And it's no small feat that these partners were willing to accept Roku TVs in their stores. Now, part of the reason for that is Roku's operating system has been the #1 operating system in the United States, Mexico, and Canada. its operating systems work really well. So these businesses are confident, and they tested and they found the Roku manufactured TVs are high in quality, and they have the operating system that's most desired by consumers worldwide. Now, Roku stock is up over 10% in the aftermarket hours following the stock report. Roku's trading at a price to free cash flow of 84, which is a premium price to be sure, but this is a premium business that's now expanding into a new category that so far is proving to be successful. I like what I've seen from Roku's TV division so far. Now, I want to hear more about what they expect their gross margins to be on these TVs. If they can expand to a larger scale, can they get the gross margins to be better so that it's even more profitable for Roku to manufacture these TVs at larger scale, and it can be a positive virtuous cycle that feeds on itself, where the company can manufacture a larger amount of units and therefore decrease the price per unit of the TV, and thereby make their TVs more accessible to more consumers, which gets more consumers into their ecosystem, which then drives greater demand for Roku's services, and those are more lucrative revenue than sales of devices, and so that can boost the company's revenue and profitability longer term. So I mentioned that coming into the quarter, I had Roku stock rated as a buy. I last updated that recommendation on December 16th, 2024, and I told investors that Roku was a good stock to buy for 2025. And I'm happy to see that that recommendation is working out so far for investors that followed that guidance. So in this video here, I'm updating that recommendation and reiterating that I still think the stock is a good buy, even at this higher price, because the company delivered excellent results in the most recent quarter, and they gave me an update that I liked to see, with the televisions going as well as they are, selling 1 million units, is a lot more than I thought they were going to be able to sell in their first year of manufacturing and selling these TVs. And I'm also impressed with their ability to partner with the largest distributors in the world to sell these TVs. So yes, I still think Roku stock is a buy right now. Hey everyone, so many of you have been asking about my investing strategy, and I'm excited to announce that I've written a book that's available for sale now that describes my 6-step investing framework for evaluating stocks. I've added the link in the description below.